Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Legend coming at you from Universal Orlando. Gonna do another one of my Universal update videos. A beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. This video gonna go and check out the Potter coaster, see the latest construction on that bad boy. Go over to, because it's 10 days away from Horror Nights, so gonna go check out the Scare Zone construction. And then I might run over and check out the new Aventura Hotel, but mostly check out the rooftop bar. Anyway, let's get this thing going. Quick look at the Potter coaster to kick things off. Kind of hard to see. They put a lot more trees in the way, which makes it much more difficult. But roller coaster looks like it's coming along. Over here, closer to the train station, you can see what looks like structure for a building going up, which contains some show elements for the ride. Also, by the front of the old Dragon Challenge ride, the walls have gone up around the locker area and the entrance. Alright, we're just 10 short days away from Halloween Horror Nights, which means the scare zones are starting to come together. And the one I'm most looking forward to is the Killer Clowns Around a Space. Of course, you got a couple of props already. The big old ice cream truck. And I'm assuming since most of these are mobile props, they could probably, since this is on the parade route over here, they could take these and just wheel them out into the middle of the street. But I love the ice cream truck. That's fabulous. And then over here, you got a couple more props. Something that's under covers. Over here, can't really see what that is. And then you got this big goofy looking thing. I'm gotta assume that's one of those like cotton candy cocoon type things. But super excited for the Killer Clown Scare Zone. The Central Park area is going to be home to the Twisted Traditions Scare Zone, which does seem very similar to a lot of the stuff they've done in years past, and which makes solid use of the Scare Zone. Definitely less trees than last time they did this, so the ever-hanging jack-o'-lanterns probably won't look quite as good. The Scare Zone is also interesting because it's the only one really not on the parade route, so they can do a little bit bigger props, and it can be a little bit more frightening than the ones where they have to roll stuff out. Of course, taking place, it's set in the town of Cary, Ohio, which is known in Horror Nights lore as where something seems to happen just about every year now. But again, this looks great at night with all the different jack-o'-lanterns all lit up. Over in Hollywood, it's all done up for the Chucky Scare Zone. And you got a couple of these big pillars. It's kind of going to be like Toy Story gone wrong. But what's really exciting is what I'm assuming is going to happen on this stage here, and that's where Chucky is going to be a live puppet figure, which is going to be really, really cool. In years past, they've done Chucky, but it's been like that awkward Spirit Halloween Chucky costume with somebody that's like 4 foot something. But this year, it's going to be the actual doll talking like from the movies. It should be really neat. The New York street sets are going to be home to Vamp 85. A sequel to the very popular Vamp 55 Scare Zone. Gotta say, was not the biggest fan of Vamp 55, but I'm super excited for Vamp 85. I was born in 85, and I love New Year's Eve. It's gonna bring back Pleasure Island vibes, and the fact that they're gonna have a ball drop ceremony here like every 20 minutes or so is just gonna bring super fun, I think. You've also got a very large DJ booth set up for Vamp 85 over here. Some of the different bands and that kind of thing. I think this is going to be the most fun Scare Zone. I love some of the little theming touches, like they changed out the windows at Macy's in New York to say Happy New Year and to have all 80s kind of clothes on them. That's a nice little touch. Prediction Central here is going to be home to the Harvest Scare Zone. And one thing that's great to see is there's actually some props and settings in this area. As last year at the Altars of Horror was one of the worst Scare Zones in Halloween Horror Nights history, as there was pretty much no theming. It was just sort of picture taking. And there was no altars and no horror. And here you got some cool pumpkin style effects. And probably not going to be best Scare Zone, but going to be an improvement over last year. Also, one of the props has some Halloween references too. Got some of the tents for Horror Nights already coming up for the bars and food stands. Here at Islands of Adventure, we got another attraction that's getting ready to close down forever. This time it's going to be the Sinbad show, the big stunt show arena. Now it's been here since opening day. A mediocre stunt show at best, so I'm not sad to see this one go. Rumors have nothing really replacing it. Apparently there's plans for something to replace it, but it is years away, and that the attraction will be closing just because it's expensive to operate and not very popular with park guests. So that is apparently the reason why it's closing. Never the greatest reason to close an attraction, but hey, it is a business. And well, Sinbad may be going away. The Mystic Fountain, that's very popular with guests, is sticking around. So out at Universal Hollywood, The Jurassic Park River Adventure had its last day of operations ever yesterday on Labor Day. But out here in Universal Orlando, as I've turned around and not get water all over the camera, it's still up and running. Now, interesting to note that the long rumors has been that a Jurassic Park roller coaster would come to the park somewhere in the Triceratops counter for 2020. Well, those rumors seem to have cooled off, and that project seems to not be happening anymore. So a bit of a bummer. And so there's really no hot rumor on what Universal Orlando will be doing in 2020. But I wouldn't be surprised that if this works well in Hollywood, that they bring the Jurassic World overlay to the boat tour for 2020. Or maybe they'll be leaving Jurassic World up to the new park. Who knows? What do you guys think? What do you think Universal's going to do for 2020? Because I feel like with Star Wars Land opening in very late 2019, they're probably going to want to build something cool in 2020 to kind of counteract it. So since the last time I did one of these videos, Universal opened up a brand new hotel, the 600-room Aventura. Gonna go in and check it out, but mostly here for the rooftop bar. Hotel is a very simplistic kind of lobby. Not a whole lot going on. You got a small bar over here, a Starbucks, a gift shop, and it looks like that's probably the food court area over there. The studio store, that's always a plus. And a bar. Always use more bars. It looks like the pool area is going to be right beyond over there. Also, it's a little on the smaller side. But let's go find the rooftop. So this is cool. Their elevator, it's got touch screens, not like your traditional buttons. So that's neat. So I made it up here to the rooftop bar, and the view is awesome. Looking over Volcano Bay, just closed up, so we don't have the waterfalls and stuff going on, but really cool view. You see some of the Disney World stuff off in the distance over there, way off in the distance. Swan and Dolphin, the Spaceship Earth, Tower of Terror, the gigantic Guardians of the Galaxy building. You can also see the Contemporary a little bit. You turn your left over here, you're really looking right down iDrive. So you can see the big Star Flyer going. Turn to the left a little bit, you can see SeaWorld's roller coasters in the convention center. But not really like entree portions of food up here. I got a selection of bao buns and a funky Buddha beer. Beer selection's pretty solid. All the drafts are $8, so a little bit more than I would like to pay, but you're obviously paying for the view. Then they've got some canned beer, a couple of cocktails, some frozen stuff. Cocktails are super pricey, $14. And their menu is mostly small plates. The big thing seems to be these bao buns. You get 3 for $12. I went with braised pork belly, duck, and the Mongolian beef, rice and noodles, and a couple of random appetizers here. Anyway, bao buns look awesome. Beer's good. View's great. If you got a couple of days here at Universal, I would recommend coming up here. It's a pretty chill spot. On this side of the rooftop bar, you get a great shot of the new Endless Summer Resort going up across the street on iDrive, the old Wet n Wild spot. Also gives you kind of an idea of how far away it is from the Universal proper. Really not too far at all. So that's the first phase of the Endless Summer. The second phase is going to be all over there, but this side opens first. Another shot of the bar area, some of the different stuff. Very relaxed area. I would say this side does not have as great a view. You get some of downtown Orlando, so I definitely try to sit on that side, and you get that Volcano Bay view, which is really neat. But really chill place. Also up in the rooftop bar area, right next to the bar, is this giant flat land, which I'm assuming is like a private event area, and this is e-ticket private event, because you have the Volcano Bay view on that side, and then this side you get the view that I think everybody wants, and that's the view of the parks and stuff like that. You got Sapphire Falls, and then off in the distance, you get, the Incredible Hulk, and Rip Ride Rocket, Doctor Doom. Over there, you get the backside of Hogwarts Castle. You can get a view of that Potter coaster I showed you guys earlier. That building there, that's going to be the big event building. You'll have the drop track and things like that in the event building. And again, just a really cool view. So even if you don't want to come in and eat at the bar, it's just awesome to come in and take a lap around up here. Though I would probably have a drink at the bar. And then this is the shot of downtown Orlando off in the distance. Downtown Orlando, not especially neat. See the Citrus Bowl over there, home to a couple of WrestleManias. And that's the rooftop area, pretty neat. The air conditioning was not working on the Hogwarts Express today. That was kind of a kick in the pants. With Rock the Universe this weekend, you got some temporary stages set up around the park for the big Christian music festival that happens this weekend. And these will all be gone by Horror Nights in 10 days. Got another big stage set up here for Rock the Universe, and it's kind of interesting because this stage would always stay set up normally for Halloween Horror Nights, where they would have the secondary show over here. Of course, this year there is only one show, and it's over in the Fear Factor Live Arena, and unfortunately it is Academy of Villains and not Bill and Ted, so we'll have to deal with that, and there'll be only one show this year. Another month and nothing visibly going on with the old T2 building. We'll say all the rumors say this is going to be a Jason Bourne attraction stunt show thing, which is interesting. I really feel like that's a franchise that's well past its prime, but could be a good show. First time I've seen this, hashtag the panda is just hanging out in a window waving to people. Like that's pretty cool. We knew in the prop shop was something I think was from the old Revenge of the Mummy extended queue, this big table with blueprints on it. It doesn't have a tag, so I'm not even sure if it's for sale or just in here. I'm guessing it's probably for sale, but not sure who would want that. Also, if you're curious, no, nobody has bought the chance figure yet. It's been here for years. So as you can tell from these waits, there is no one here today. It's very, very quiet. Every ride in the park is, I think, 15 minutes or less. And this is the second park. I went to the other side first, and that was also very quiet. So a great day to be here if you're a guest. Gotta say, I have no idea what this is for. Some construction walls have popped up and some trees have been removed over here by Blue Man and Hard Rock. Any guesses, guys? Not too much going on at City Walk besides Emerald's is closed. You can definitely see some work going on. Not too much heavy work. No idea if they're gonna take this whole building down or just sort of reskin it. The rumors on the OU forums and on Twitter and things like that, they've apparently trademarked something called Big Fire Grill, which is rumored to be an upscale steak restaurant, which makes sense. You replace a fine dining restaurant with another fine dining restaurant, so it would make a whole lot of sense, and that's what's going on over here. That'll do it for the update. Heading on out. Always fun to come to Universal. Be back in about 10 days for Horror Nights. Gotta say, really, was not the biggest fan of the Aventura Hotel, but I really like the bar, so not sure if I would stay there, but if you're visiting the resort, stop by the bar, have a couple of drinks. It's a really very cool place to hang out. Excited with all the Horror Nights Scare Zone construction. Obviously, Potter Coaster looks good, but I couldn't see too much of that now with the new bushes. And thanks for watching, guys. Listen to the podcast. Follow me on Twitter at InTheLoopLegend and all those good stuff. Thank you again for watching this. We'll see you next time. See you at Horror Nights.